All right, let's call this meeting to order. Please rise for one aside to simple flag.
Bad.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first item up is a presentation from Clayton Wallach for achieving the rank of Eagle Scout.
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to build a shed for the soccer team. This is a model of the shed that I built. It's a 3/4 scale model of it, a 12 by 24 shed as in the Salem track as of right now. And this is the presentation printed out. Thank you.
So you don't have to stay for the whole meeting. Congratulations on reaching Eagle Scout.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Moving on to public comment. State your name, your location, and limit your comment to 3 minutes, please.
Christina Bursell-Culver, Salem Township. The school year's over, so I just wanted to take a moment to thank the middle school teachers, our amazing guidance counselor, the support staff, and the administrative staff who supported my child this past year. I know they would have loved to support all of our kids, but policies passed last year made that impossible. And since it is Pride Month, maybe it is a good time to remind this new board that you have the power to change those policies so that all children in our school can be respected and supported next year. Happy Pride.
And Keith, this is open comment, right?
Yes, it's open for any. This would change policy a couple months ago. Anyone else? Moving on to academic affairs.
So Dr. Shotwell and Mr. Robbins are in West Virginia for the Empowerment Collaborative, so you're stuck with me giving a presentation on the discussion that we had a month or so ago on kindergarten technology. So just to remind everybody, there was some discussion by the board of potentially not replacing or purchasing devices for kindergarten. We kind of left it with gather some information, come back and have a further discussion on this topic. So you can go ahead. So currently we're 1-to-1, so we have devices accessible for all kids at all grade levels, K to 12. You could go with a model where there's a cart where a cart is shared amongst grade levels as well. That does not mean that they have access at all times. They would have to work on some type of schedule to rotate, but 1-to-1 versus classroom set. So accessibility is a challenge. There are basic things, if it's a shared system, it's not personalized as far as a device. Responsibility would fall on the classroom to charge them and different things like that, where now the kids charge them in their classrooms every day. classroom set, classroom routines account for retrieving and returning devices from parts. So, two different models that you can look at if you wanted to keep some level of technology in the kindergarten level. Go on. We surveyed teachers, and the results of the survey you can see in front of you. The teachers said they use technology in the kindergarten classroom somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes a day. We looked at our programs such as iReady, Amplify Boost, Project Read. What we found is that self-reporting was pretty accurate with the data that we could pull. So somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes a day, kindergartens are using those devices. Our current delivery of instruction, all of our math and literacy programs have a technology component. So if we are not going to have technology at that level, I want you to be aware that some of our programs are connected to that. Certainly when we surveyed the teachers, 11 out of 11 preferred having a class set of iPads versus none or a class set. They use it for different supplemental resources as well that are listed here. But I think screen time is not, they're not on those devices at kindergarten level for hours of the day, and I want you to be aware of that with whatever decision that you're going to make. Go to the next slide. Here are some of the samples of different things that the kids do on devices, and many of these are tied with the programs that we currently use. If we have no devices at the kindergarten level, this, not that it can't be done, it was done before we had one-to-one, but I want you to be aware that the data that we collect is driven through universal screeners and benchmark testing. This is all done online, so if we're not going to have technology, we're going to go back to paper and pencil. When you do it online, it's pretty much analyzed for the teachers, and you can use it to differentiate. All that will be done by the teachers if we're going to do away with technology. So I want you to be aware of these things when you're making that decision. So I'll open it up to the board with where we want to be. The proposal was to replace kindergarten devices with iPads next year. They fell on that cycle, and then the meeting that we talked about this, it was kind of halted. So I want to bring it full circle with what we are doing for next year, so that we're either ordering or planning accordingly.
I like to see the kids know how to write.
Me too. I like the pencil and paper.
Very set. That's how you can have autocorrect on spelling. I would like to see the kids actually learn how to write. Write their letters.
Prior to 2020, we were not one-to-one. Every study, every piece of data in the last decade showed more and more technology has taken us the wrong way.
I see you. But you're down on work.
Yeah, we've got graduates that can't write their own name.
Cursive is another thing that's coming up, and you got on the computer as well.
Based upon that chart there, what are you using them like, what, period a day, if that?
The data showed 20 to 30 minutes, somewhere between 20 and 30, 20 minutes a day.
I think it's dangerous to say that all data has shown that technology is not good for kids. That's a crazy blanket statement to make, because I could take about 20 minutes and find other data for you. For us to say that kindergarten should have computers, I can't believe we're having that conversation.
Yeah, for that little usage,
That's
I have
crazy.
no problem with it. I mean, clearly showing what the daily use is. There's plenty of time left in the day to do other things, do actual writing and stuff like that.
It's not little usage also, look at usage versus investment.
I see them as babysitters. Keep the kids quiet, play on it, there's that little farm game, I watch the kids play it all the time.
How long are kids out on recess?
Approximately the same amount of time.
Well, we should have recess then. You could save that money on that. Where's that, playground?
So I think whatever you guys are gonna decide, you gotta hash it out here tonight, and I need a direction from my majority.
You saying spend the computer money on playground stuff?
No, I'm saying if we're gonna argue, that's not worth the 15 to half an hour for the computer. There's your same argument against the playground. It's all crazy arguments. It's all important. Education is not one thing. It's a bunch of things put together. And to say technology is not part of it, in my opinion, I don't understand the conversation that we're having, whether or not we should have technology for our kindergarten class.
I think they're the most formative years,
They are.
where they should learn how to write their name. Not type their name, write their name. How to write a number, not the snowman 8, know how to write a name. I see every day, at least where I work, they can't. And I'm talking 3rd and 4th grade. And that's why I'd rather see the kids learn how to actually do something.
I've never seen in any school, from my experience, kindergarten kids not writing because we have computers. I've never seen that.
See, I do.
I
And
know,
we have
and
computers.
I'm in a school every day with kindergarten and pre-K. And I'm not seeing that kids are just on a computer and teachers are just letting them be babysat.
So,
And if they are here, then that's an administrative problem. It's not a board problem to fix.
so data shows we're on 20 to 30 minutes a day. So there's another 6 hours of instruction going on where they're not using technology. Just
Right?
So I don't think there's in any way, shape, or form, kids are not learning how to write their name here.
Are they?
at Berwick. Yes, they write their name at the top of every paper they have.
Legible.
Kindergarten? I mean, as
My first
legible as
grade
kindergarten is.
But they should.
They are.
The tracing of the letters.
I've seen a lot of that, like, that's
Jeff,
happening.
almost 50,
It's
my
not,
handwriting's that low.
it's happening in the classroom. I mean,
It
Jim, the
does
principal here
happen.
tonight from elementary, there's the one to ask. She's the one seeing it every day. Jill, are they writing in kindergarten?
Can they write sentences? In 1st grade, 2nd grade, can they write a paragraph?
Yes.
Now, I'm being serious, this is a reflection of you when they get to high school. So when, by saying that, then something, if there's a problem in high school, they always blame you guys.
My daughter just finished like grade.
But- But I'm still against having it.
So there's 1 and 2 against. I don't know where we sit.
I'm not against.
So it's 1 for 2.
For 30 minutes or less, I'm not.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to have everything.
You're saying no?
No, they can have them for 30 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, for 30 minutes or
So
less,
that's
I'm fine.
3
Yeah.
and 2.
I don't feel there's a problem for 30 minutes or less.
There's a lot to use them for.
Again, you only have 30 minutes to do it. It's impossible, there's a lot for them to do.
I think I heard from a majority of the board, which is 5, that you're for technology at the kindergarten level.
Did you
So, what's that?
We get more?
Mark, are you for or against?
Okay, he's for.
Okay, so that's, I think it'll be 6. So I will look to add an agenda item to the July meeting.
Then it become whether you want one-on-one.
That's true.
Or,
I guess that's the next question, thank you. Are we looking to replace one-to-one, or are we looking to go with a class set model?
Using 20 minutes a day, you certainly don't need one for every kid.
I wouldn't think so. Personalization of them, if you're using them less than 30 minutes a day
Well,
is.
we're using a cart model right now, correct?
The card is in the classroom.
We're always told we're one-to-one.
Yeah, we're one-to-one currently.
Yeah.
Not with my response, I don't want.
I would get, I would put a lot of money on it, I could guess what your response is. I need to know what
The
we're
model
doing.
we are using right now works.
Which is what, the one-to-one? I agree with one-to-one only because they need to be taught responsibility, they need to be taught structure, and it helps them to learn those things. If we're getting them, I would do it that way.
Steve, how long will these last?
5 years, hopefully.
So you're looking to get kids through, if you buy them in kindergarten, they're gonna stay with those kids those 5 years?
At
Or you
this
gotta
point,
just
no,
keep
you'll
them
stay in the
kindergarten?
cart. Elementary kind of stay in the cart, and then
Right.
the idea was next year maybe we move
So
back.
you're looking at a 5-year window on them.
So the 5-year window is more about the technology than how they're cared for and handled, right?
Well, when they're in a cart, they're cared for a lot better than when they go home, so
What grade do they go home in?
6 to 12.
So they're in a cart, 1-to-1, but they're in a classroom cart now, all elementary.
Correct. So their one-to-one meeting, every kid could be on device.
Right.
We have enough devices for every kid, but they don't go home.
Who pays the insurance?
There is no insurance on them.
So if they break, we just buy another one.
We've been lucky to have very little breakage in the elementary.
But if they break, we end up paying for it.
Self-insured.
Where we have the most challenges, middle school as far as damage.
Yeah.
Elementary, we don't have a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
we think we have a policy, parents have been billed in the past for use, just not use.
Aren't parents responsible if they do something?
Yeah, if they want to stick a pencil through the screen, absolutely.
Apparently not. We're self-insured, so we buy them.
No, I sign
That was
something every year
elementary, I
for my
thought.
kids that says if they
If
bust it up, I have
if
to
it
try
would be
new.
that a kid
Yeah, I
purposely
cite the same thing.
put a pencil through it, we would go after trying to get compensation for that through the family.
Just try.
Whether we get it or not, well, whether we get it or not is always a challenge.
We always do the insurance over.
You can take them to the magistrate if they don't pay.
Or hold their diploma.
Yeah, we're talking kindergarten, so we
Oh,
don't.
no, we're talking, I thought you were
Charge interest on that.
for all of them. I'm sure that there's insurance that they can buy.
All right, so I think I heard 2 for, I think that was Jennifer and Bob were for 1-to-1, and I think Clint and Jeff were opposed. Where did the rest sit?
I look at it this way, you can't complain about our students' performance if we're taking tools away from our teachers. If they, based upon that report right there, they obviously need them, they obviously use them, so 1-to-one's working. It's not broken, why fix it?
I don't know if I heard from Tony, Jared, or Janet.
I'm all right with 1-to-1.
I'm okay with one-to-one.
Okay. All right, next topic.
Hey, athletics, anything? Athletics. Budget, other than the budget's on, the final budget's on tonight,
Nothing new.
then we have Mr. Tony Weiler, we start in a few weeks. Should do it on board from multiple times.
I'm ready for you to start July 1. Be nice to have.
For the budget, when are we gonna get rid of our other two?
So, we have talked about that and giving Tony access for 2 months and then moving away from that.
Do we have in their contract 60 days, we have to notify them now?
You haven't had a contract with him for over 1.5 years.
So her day to day? No, I wanna know, cause I'm
I mean, I think
notifying
you, I think
$108,000
I
a
would,
year.
I
Why?
would say Bob, you probably would be operating on the expired contract in a way.
Yeah, and I don't know what the expired contract was, but it just might make good sense.
We've had a conversation, Tony was on the phone, when we had a conversation with them about, kind of an exit plan of being July, August, and then moving away in September. There was some talk about Tony being able to contact them, for the first audit when he's here, which would be taking place in September, October. But the whole purpose is to get rid of them.
So we're back, we're not 8,000 a month, when he's just holding out for help with audits, right?
Right, so it's 11,500.
We paid 3 for,
But it would be for 2 months and then moving away from that. And we didn't really talk about what that audit would look like. But Tony, I think we talked about
It
not
would just
really,
be more for.
more almost like a
questions.
colleague question. I think we would take our calls
But-
regardless.
we're not billing us hourly right now, they're billing us monthly.
Correct.
We're paying $8,000. My point is, will we then be paying hourly, or are we gonna, you have a question in October, that's $8,000?
I mean, we can try, I can talk to them about is there going to be any charge after that for the
Yeah,
audit?
there's no sense
And
in
I'll bring
paying.
that back to you, I agree, so I bring that back to you in July.
I would assume it would be an hourly rate, but definitely gotta know, not assuming.
I believe in their contract, it was 60 day.
Well, I've given them their 60 day, so,
If what you said before, I think they're more than ready to,
yeah.
If we
they've
do-
been more than ready once, you know.
We have a budget to vote on, I'm sure that pays part of the end.
For the 2 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, but, yeah, you will not be paying for 2 business managers next year. Okay.
Yep, that needs it. Okay, moving on to building and grounds, we got playground discussions here.
So, do you want me to put this on, so do you wanna leave that, Pete?
Yeah, because I mean, we discussed this when we voted for East Berwick. I know we also have to discuss fencing for East Berwick, you know, it's not.
Yeah, I have, fencing comes later, so,
Okay.
I have that under me, so.
So based upon this, it's like, I know West Berwick has the same number of kids. They have probably about the same number of playground equipment East has at the current time, plus they have a kindergarten, which, as you said before, was rated for ages 2 to 5. How that ever got put in back then, I mean, none of us are here, I don't know the answer to that. So, we should probably look at doing something there. This is where I'm gonna lean to Jill, because what do you think your building could possibly
Are you thinking about replacing what?
adding to it? Because I mean, it's relatively new, we don't need to replace, maybe
If
kindergarten
you
might
were
need to
gonna add to the
replace.
kindergarten, you'd have to have another fencing issue, because right now it's where the
I think you
playground
need
equipment is.
mostly run around space probably.
Then you
for-
just have to, there's the courtyard right there that you could extend that fence into or open it up, because it's fenced in anyway, but there's certain areas
We
we want
talked
to keep them
about
out.
potentially like putting that outdoor classroom in that space as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
Now there's a catch basin back in there, so there's probably setbacks that we have to.
That's why I don't
follow,
think you'd wanna
I would
open it
assume.
completely because of that.
But there's a flat area we could use
You
it
could
for,
extend it, yeah.
because it is awfully small for the amount of kids that you have.
There's really no grass area, there's the mulch and the laptop there.
Maybe we should look at getting something else, you know, age appropriate, because why it's rated 2 to 5, I guess, that's still more fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was in charge of that, but they certainly did look at the age on there, it was 2 to 5.
They're like for the big playground,
Throw names
But
out.
they use it, like, the one player with the slides, I think that's appropriate,
I mean,
it's not
you
too
can-
high where they're.
I mean, if you get some kids that could be up to 7 on that possibly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it too small or is it just right? I mean, that's what is, you know, when I see that site, I mean, it does make you worry.
you guys need a bigger playground at West Park?
The extra, I think, run-around space would be nice, because that's,
With no equipment?
I mean, like an extra, like extra swings or something, like using tons of kids
there's lots
waiting
of
for
swings.
them, or?
And Dr. Bendel came over one day, and we were kind of watching the larger playground, and where the main set is, it's not overflowing with kids. And a lot of them use that grass space, so you don't want to lose too much of the open play grass space.
Well, no, I agree.
So we went over, I went over and said, hey, I wanna just watch playground. So Jill and I stood out back and just watched the kids. There were absolutely kids utilizing the equipment, and there was a heck of a lot of kids running around. And it looked like, I would just caution you filling up all the space with stuff, because the kids are running around, kicking balls. I mean, I think that they want that as well. So could there be something else there?
Yeah, I mean, if it could be anything, I'd say probably add to it or just something small if you
There
think
is a
of
space
anything.
where we used to have a goggle pit that just became unsafe, we removed it. and that would affect the big playing area, but I won't wanna go beyond that.
So it's maybe something small we could probably add, plus expand kindergarten. That's it, because I just worry about, you know, the age, that could be a possible problem down the road, but if you think that, if you see them out there quite a lot off the I-bill. Yeah.
If you need something, just come to us, let us know. We want to make it as fair as possible.
The same with like the things I hear about the middle school possibility, because you do have fifth and sixth grade there that, if there's anything that they could possibly swing or something, I know they do some recess time there.
We have nothing.
Do you want
We have
us to
grass.
get
That's what we have.
ideas from somebody?
Can you give some maybe suggestions? Because obviously we're, the big stuff for older kids, but
I mean,
something.
we literally have just grass. There's absolutely nothing out there.
So I guess maybe, for the next month, there's some ideas or something.
I think we definitely should put that on the
Tetherball.
And say for you, Joe, like, look at it, think about it, if there's something we can.
Pickleball.
Because obviously you want to make an idea where there's tons of run around time and if we could get some more stuff for us. With the proper balance. All right, sounds good. Moving on, CSIU. Ronnie?
Nothing to report.
Policy, any policy updates? This is right one there, we're going to be possibly into vote tech. We finally got the preliminary budget passed. It's on the agenda tonight to be voted by us. Myself, Tony, and Dr. Bendel, we looked at it quite a bit. I mean, I was not a fan of it to start, and so we were looking at $600,000-700,000 deficit that was really dwindled down with attrition. I think this is a good budget to get us through this year. And to look forward to stuff that's brought up in the study, which I'll talk about very shortly. That's my suggestion is to approve it for final approval. Get our meeting. As the study, to be honest with you, Friday I was a little surprised and taken aback to find out that the study was not, we were under the impression we left the presentation, Tony and I were, I can't speak for anyone else, that study was going to be released fully on the website within that night, next day. I find out Friday, right, I know it was not being fulfilled, so. The rest of the JOC got together, we got that released. How, where, why,
Keith, what were the highlights of the study?
working on that. So, they presented several models. I'll give you the cliff notes here, because you're looking at a page, it probably is the size of a old style phone record.
Here you go.
Not so much.
That's it.
So, the main probably models I would consider is the current four-year comprehensive. They did mention 2-year half-day enrollment with the academics at the sending districts. You could possibly look at something else besides 2-year, 4-year, 3-year, but that's what they brought up. And then he did 3-year, a third of the day with academics at the sending districts. And he also added an adult hybrid model, which would be applied to options 2 and a half day and 3 the third day. What the adult hybrid is seats open up in a shop by attrition, whatever reason. You can bring an adult ed student in there at tuition alongside your kids. Obviously, they'd have to pass background clearances, stuff like that. SiteLogic says it's successful other places. Me, I need no more information about it, but it's information that's thrown out there. I'll bring it to your attention.
So the study, just so I heard you right, so you could stick with the model,
Yeah,
like VOTEC, you could go to a third-day model like LICO, or you could go to a half-day model like CCT.
and there's also other stuff that they didn't bring up. I'll get to that point too. But one of the things it did reveal, there's much duplication between the sending districts and Columbia Montour, such as academics, special ed, administrations, and athletics. It also showed need for combined services. They're currently working on that now for the upcoming school year for special ed director and business major. However, I'm going to be honest with you, Tony could probably agree too. I'm greatly concerned, it's now June, and the JOC has not yet seen a full proposal for either position. I feel we get this to work right, this could be a pathway for several struggling districts in our region to keep them afloat. The study also mentioned we could do a regionalized cyber program. Since we all do cyber, I mean, me personally, I think it's an option worth exploring.
That'd be just for the academics, of course, right?
Correct, yes.
And a lot of kids have stated that's the way they'll go. I mean, that's been stated a lot by a lot of.
To be honest with you, I feel we need to take a hard look at the current comprehensive law right now. CMA BPS has been asking for around 5% increase every year. This year's a 4.9, close enough around it. We all know this is unsustainable considering the price of things increasing greater than the 5% that's currently being asked for. Not to mention current teacher negotiations are asking for around a 14% raise. The fund is still not properly considering if the shared services do not work. That amount should probably be, I guess, off the top of my head, around 7-8%. Or, for many years and maybe forever, asked from the sending districts. If Mr. and Mrs. Taxpayers comfortable paying tax increases to fund that, then we aim to please. However, based on conversations I've had with taxpayers, I think the majority of them don't want their taxes raised, period. And if that's the case, we need to take a hard look at what we do to make this sustainable for now and in the future. The data center money flows, that might not be an issue here, but however, in the other sending districts, this is going to be a major issue. We also know that athletics and academics are an issue down there. I can say this publicly because it was brought to my attention by parents from our sending districts and surrounding communities. There's a few teachers down there, not all, but a few, that had struggling and or failing students come to them asking for help, and they're told they just need to get it. There's no extra credit or extra instruction available. This isn't all, but there are a few that don't put kids first. In my opinion, it's unacceptable. I also know of occurrences, sending districts asking for co-ops for their students for sports on offer at Columbia Montour. Those requests were denied by Columbia Montour. For people that don't understand how co-ops work, especially your board members, when a student wants to participate in a sport not offered there, say normally a sending district would ask for a co-op so the kids could participate in the sport here. We have on our agenda tonight for volleyball field. Say if it's approved for a sending district, all the kids from Columbia Montour that would want to, say, participate in swimming, because we have a call for that here, like a kid from, say, Bloom wants to swim, they go to Columbia Montour, they'll swim for Berwick. So that's how they go. I mean, based upon all these facts, even if we do keep the comprehensive model, the status quo needs to be changed. What I'm looking for right now, what is going on, the next step, the JOC's Foreign Committee has studied 3-4 models in depth, big site visits and that, and compared the different models side by side for such things as transportation, scheduling, staffing, finance. What myself, Mrs. Phillips, the rest of the JOC are looking for is guidance on what models our board would like to see an in-depth study taken on. My recommendation is look at the current comprehensive model, the half-day model in some format. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the 2-year half-day, but maybe something else. And one model that wasn't in the study, and I'm kind of surprised it wasn't, is like an AB model. What I mean by an AB model is students will do full-time academics at the district, a full day, and full-time shops at VOTEC, full day for a specific period, where it's every other day, every other marking period, half the year. Stuff like that will have to be decided.
That would affect your own high school, though.
Right, I mean,
Interpreting what you're saying correctly, because if those students are gonna get their academics in your high school, you gotta be careful changing your class length.
you'd have to,
You'd almost have to go to like a block schedule.
yeah, you'd have to have special, I mean, it's stuff to work through to get the data on it. Will it work in the end? It very well might not, but it's worthwhile getting the
Yeah,
data.
I'm just saying, when you look at models, when you're changing times like that and days, you're also going to be having to change everything on high school. Which is doable, it's just another hurdle.
Correct, yeah, I mean, it's worth fighting the data, I mean, if it's gonna be not cost effective, then you don't do it. But without the data, it's hard to say whether, what would work and what doesn't. I mean, and even by looking at them, there could be possibly some kind of hybrid model of what's here, like say maybe we keep the comprehensive and there's no ninth grade, there's no athletics.
I think if the board would want to start, and this is just my opinion, take it for what it's worth, if anything. If you want to look at a different option that I've seen and it works well, go to LICO. Take a look at it. Like, reading this is, you can read it. I mean, I'm
Well,
reading
that's-
it, but if you want to go see a different model, before you start wrapping your head around all these words and the written word here, go see a LICO.
That's
I
what
mean,
we're,
Nate's
that's what
there,
we're
he
gonna
would
look at,
welcome
yeah.
anyone to come look at it. Go see a CCTI, and actually talk with the people and see the models. Because
See
reading
what works,
studies
what
is
doesn't,
just, you know, there are other models, and people are successful with them, it's just a matter of what you want to do.
LICO has like a morning, afternoon.
There are three. There are
Yeah, that's
three,
what I was gonna,
yep.
that's what I thought, there was like three.
They have, the first one will be districts that come in, and then I think their second one will be, is it East Lycoming is right there, and that's when their students go. And then Benton and someone else is in the afternoon.
Yeah, there's three.
Yeah, I said at this point, you find a couple models everyone's in agreement with, and just dissect them, go tour them, find the pluses, minuses, see how they integrate into the sending districts.
I was a little disappointed with what we got.
Oh, no shot, out of it. You bought this, I mean, this is a dissertation. What it is.
I mean, there's some positives for it, but I mean, there's some stuff that I thought would have been included, like looking at like an AV model too. Because I mean, there's other stuff, models that were listed, but I didn't consider that there's enough traction to even look into them anymore, so I just picked the most popular ones that there's a chance that there's interest in. But based on the other one, like, hybrid, I don't know how much I would like the idea of adults working alongside kids. I mean, if they're the right adults and properly vetted, maybe. It's not my number one priority, believe me. So basically, we're looking for a little guidance here to take back when we start dissecting this a little bit more.
I think the next step would be like Bob said, go see what's working at other places.
Well, that's what we're trying to isolate it down to a few models, and that's gonna be part of it. But we don't wanna be looking at 10 different models. I mean, you're gonna drive yourself ragged.
Start with the two that are the most local.
Yeah.
Expand from there. If you don't like what you see, at least you know you don't like what you see.
I think too, like, just looking at eliminating ninth grade, unfortunately in athletics, that you talked about.
I mean, athletics for me personally is a tough one, because I see kids that went there that would not have gotten the opportunity.
Yes, I agree 100%.
When we try to open doors for kids and those doors don't open, I have a problem with that myself.
I mean, we went on a 3-year 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, he did that for many, many years.
Yeah, that changed, what, early 2000 maybe, maybe longer.
So I think what Keith is getting at is this, I think there's a task force subcommittee, I don't know how they're gonna do it, that they're gonna
Yeah, we have to
organize
inform the committee.
to really do a deep dive into a couple different models. And I think as they look at those and do a deep dive on finance and opportunities, I think they'll probably come back to you with some information.
And that's gonna be the biggest thing, is the money.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, me personally, if we would change away from the comprehensive, I think we need to definitely increase offerings down there. And they did give us a good list of ones that, if we did get rid of academics, that would fill them spots and be a reasonable, easy startup. They'd be probably the first ones with expanded, or be further on down the road, like logistics, diesel, something like that. I mean, that's further down the line, if the- you know, that's, because if we don't change comprehensive, then there's no sense putting any time into that, really.
The only thing you know for sure is whatever you do, a lot of people will be angry. No matter what direction you go.
Why they call this a thankless job? So basically, you want me to take that comprehensive, half-day, and what was the other one?
I think this board, if you'd like to, should really go look at the Lyco's model.
And that's,
It's a
you said
third,
half-day?
yeah, Third.
Or
They
is that a
do
third day?
three cohorts throughout the day.
And I know there's a couple half-days, so.
Now Benton would run theirs, the morning would be, the students would get all their academics in the morning. They would have lunch, they'd leave that building around quarter after 12, 10 after 12. They go get their classes at Lyco, and then they're back to be dismissed at 3 o'clock.
How many kids did Ben send there?
Don't quote me on this, Jeff. I want to say we had like 20-some, I think. I don't want to.
I think we had 97.
Yeah.
93.
It's gonna be a lot different scheduling for us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And,
About 50 kids per class.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then the busing on that. 193, you got the 3 buses. You gotta bring them all back here.
Well, if you went like with that, like if you were gonna explore like a half-day model, you would be doing more or less one extra run. Because you'd be leaving from here, dropping kids, picking kids, bringing them back, and then doing the PM run as well.
And you look at the time for us, the time for Southern, which would be even further away. There's a lot of issues that go on with it.
Yeah, that's why we need, that's what we need to study this in depth, was what does the transportation aspect look? Because that's always the biggest, you know, thing I hear is, if you switch to a half-day model, the kids are gonna be spending too long on buses. All right, what does this look like?
For Central, not bad at all.
For us?
Pretty bad, but Southern's gonna be an issue.
Right, and that's why I was contemplating the AB model, because that way they're 100% at your facility for a designated period of time, and 100% there. But what does that look like for staff? Because obviously they can't be at the same curriculum as your rather 10th grade science, because the curriculum's not gonna line up because of the class time differences. I mean, this is all stuff that has to be considered.
More to come.
So if that's what the direction is, that's what we'll. And since is that we're, you know, once we get the idea of what districts want to have the most, we're gonna dissect them and get more data and bring it back as we get the data. So it's probably gonna take quite a bit of time, quite a bit of effort. And where it all leads, our backs need work for us. Moving on, 12, board member comments? Superintendent?
So, draw your attention to this sheet in front of you. I think you guys brought, some of you, maybe not as a collective, but a couple people asked me to pull this together. This shows you kind of our neighboring districts and what their some rate pays are, and shows you what ours are. What you'll see is we are probably, I think we're the lowest as a day-to-day, which is $109.97. For the others, as far as an exclusive sub or what others call building sub, we're at $140 a day. I think that's competitive. And retired teachers are at $140 a day. So if, I'm not a big one that I think that if you raise the rate, you're gonna attract more subs, but I will say I think $109.97 a day is a level.
It's not competitive.
No one's close to us there to Millville, and it's not a good thing.
Benton has it going on.
Was never sure short subs.
I wonder why, at that rate.
Is there any, would the board entertain upping that daily rate at all?
I make a motion for that to happen.
I thought we were going with the outside, am I missing?
Well, we are, but we still pay a rate.
Okay.
So they'll work at our direction. So, like currently, if we go into next year, this is the amount that our substitutes are gonna get, whether they work for us or whether they work for ESS.
All right. I'm sorry, I missed that. I thought they set the.
They don't set it, we set it, and they
and
get
then-
they upcharge us 28%, which is less than you pay on PCERS, so.
I got you.
I like the ones like Danville and Woolman that have that were to pay increases by days you're in the
And that's
district.
something I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
It's loyalty. If you come back, we're gonna give you more if you work more days. As a sub, I'd be looking at something like that because I know if I work more than 20 days, my pay's gonna go up.
We used to have 12 exclusives. How many exclusives do we have?
So that's what I charged ESS with as far as their major task is get us exclusive or building subs. We had very few this year. Realistically, I'd like to see us have 2 at the high school, 3 at the middle school, and at least 2 at each of the elementary schools. If you have that, it's gonna really help, filling your needs on a daily basis.
I always thought, and Joe, I like your opinion on that, like, I always thought the most reliable were exclusive and then retired teachers. And they always seemed like that was always the one that counted. Has that changed, or is that still?
Our retired teachers are who work for us the
I mean,
most.
they've always, I agree with Tony, I think it has to be, if that's
We have to
the,
be
I
competitive.
mean, we can't be the lowest and then wonder why
We
they're
don't
going
substitute.
to other schools and not Berwick. I mean,
They're not coming because of the pay.
I don't know why you would go do, it's not like Berwick is a lot easier, but there aren't any kids in the classroom. You'd go where you make at least equal money.
If you came to 125 for day-to-day, I mean, I think that puts you in the range of what's on the sheet. And maybe you bump your exclusives to 150 and your retired teachers to 150.
Or maybe make a middle step there, and then after you're here 20-some days, you get 130. 135.
What,
Are these teachers?
these
They have
are
their
sub,
cert, they have their
yes,
certifications?
yes,
So we
or
got-
they're guest teachers.
Are we, if they're young, hiring them, right from being a sub, to reward them for coming here?
So I think that there are people within the district that have started as substitutes.
But the
I mean,
ones
it's a
we
real,
already
it's a really different market than it was 10 years ago because, how do I say this?
People are
Most
going to
people are
school.
getting sucked up. I mean, if you go back 10, 15 years, you had 20,000 kids coming out certified every year. The last 3 to 4 years, there's been 4,000 or less. So there's not enough teachers coming out of the universities to fill the jobs that are open. So I don't disagree with what you just said. I think it does happen, but I think that, a lot of people are getting shots right out of it.
It's not like the old days where you wanted to reward your subs because they stuck with you and.
I think, a lot of the people that are subbing in this district are retired teachers or people that have gone
That's what I
through the
mean, you
guest
don't have a lot of
program.
kids.
There's not a lot of
Looking
kids.
It's not people looking for
But
full-time
in,
jobs.
but keep
There's
right, in the
some.
past, they've done that, like, people that really put their time in and subbed for many years always got overlooked when it came time to get hired. So, I know exactly what he's talking about, and it's true, it did happen.
Yeah.
That happened a lot.
How about I bring something that kind of makes sense based on what the region is, and I'll bring it back to you in July. That work?
Yeah, 'cause we can't add it to tonight.
No, I wasn't planning on adding tonight. I have 2 more topics. If you looked at the agenda, I do have this proposal on for a vote tonight. This is a company by the name of Clear, and what this is, I would like to try this for 1 year. It has a cost of $17,199. What this system is it gives our child accounting people the tools to really check residency. You have people that go into cyber school, move to New Jersey. It's hard to track this down. This company, it's all public information out there, but I'll tell you right now, I don't think us as a school district know where to go look for this stuff, and I think you guys got it, right?
It's a next level.
Yeah.
They'll tell you about the in-laws and where they work in Texas and what
Yeah.
every license they have.
If you found
It's
more or less
scary.
1 or 2 kids that are not supposed to be on your rolls, it would pay for itself. I would like to try it for a year and see if we have success. What we'll do is if you approve, we'll track it for this upcoming year and let you know how many kids that we find that are not residents of the district. That is what the system is. I'm happy to answer any questions on the topic.
I know it's a major problem. We have somebody that works full time now.
Last thing, if you could pull the picture of the fence. So this is the field out back of East. If you see, there's a red line, there's a green line, and then there's a dotted black line. This is the fencing. Last month, the board approved a playground to go in here. I think the desire was to go with an expanded fence. Here are 3 options. What I will tell you is we've only gotten 1 quote for each of these from the same company. What I'd like to do is narrow this down to say, hey, you would like this fence versus this fence, then we'll go out and get 3 quotes. To do the red, the 1 quote that we have is just under 10,000. The green, which is more of an L, is 11,500. And to go around the entire block, which I already stated that I think that is a concern, but that is about 28,500. So we would like to get quotes so that we have fencing appropriate for next year, but we need some direction as far as is there a certain look. Now I will tell you, this was a concern of mine as far as the practice band field that they use, and Brent, you did measure and you said that we can flip it and put it right here and it will fit.
They use that field for generations, so I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a big concern. As long as it fits in there, whether it's that way or that way, as long as they have a place.
What was the price difference between the red and the green?
10,000, 11,500. That's just 1
So
quote.
$1,500 for double.
I like the green option.
I like the green encompasses the new playground, and it also gives them that one backstop where they have a baseball, football field inside the playground for free space.
I like going around the entire block.
We'll have you please recess, Mark.
Be a beautiful dog walk park. That's what's going to end up being.
Bring your bags.
Be careful sliding the second base.
I heard a couple people say green, Mark said the black dotted.
Green.
All right, we'll quote the green one out and get 3 quotes and bring that back to you in July. Also for the minutes, the board was given the annual police report that's required in executive session, so just reflect that in the minutes.
Okay, we're on the regular board meeting portion. Look for a motion to approve the board minutes from the May 11th meeting.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Look for a motion to approve the budgetary transfers.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Looking for a motion to approve the business office reports.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Looking for a motion to pay the bills. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cruz?
Yes.
Mrs. Hunsinger?
Yes.
Mr. Lanning?
Yes.
Mrs. Moyer?
Yes.
Mr. Nestle?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Yost?
Yes.
And Mr. Hess?
Yes. Jason, you don't have any?
The only other update that I have for you is we still have 2 open special ed positions. We have a school psychologist position, and we have 1 middle school opening. We did have a science opening through the, I'll say, restructuring of the schedule. One of the science teachers had popped out and was going to be doing character ed because they had a guidance counselor degree as well. We talked to that individual and they would like to go back into the science room, so we actually have a character ed opening with one of our related specials. 2 ways to do that. I think we'll advertise it both ways. You can do it through a PE certification, and you can also do it through a guidance certification. So I think if you did it through a PE position, you might be able to do some health and wellness as well as part of a rotating special. We're going to post that and see what we get.
Okay, administrative reports, they all got the reports attached to the packet. Anyone have any questions, comments? Move on to general. Look for a motion to approve items G1 to G5.
Second.
Questions, comments? In favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Carried. EC1, look for motion to enter a cooperative agreement with Melville for junior high volleyball.
Second.
In favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, looking for a motion to approve items AA1, AA2, one motion.
Second.
Questions, comments? In favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Carries. Okay, looking for a motion to approve budget finance items BF1 through BF3, one motion.
So just so you know what BF1 and BF2 are, this is the grant that we got for all-inclusive playground equipment. What we would like to do with that is put that in our outdoor classroom space. And Pam went out and secured additional funding so that we could get one for each of the buildings. Any questions?
The first, second?
Second.
We don't just did that.
I thought we did.
Yeah, I can't remember if we did or not.
Who made the motion?
I thought I did, but hell, I'll second it.
Okay, I got wrapped up in the discussion here. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You can put my name for any of the first
All right,
and second,
so-
whatever you need.
Jeff? Make a motion, Bob second. Just for the minutes.
There you go.
I remember we did what. Okay, approval of the company budget for operating budget for the 26-27 school year. This will be a roll call vote.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yost?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Nestle?
Yes.
Ms. Moyer?
Yes.
Mr. Lanning?
Yes.
Mrs. Hunsinger?
Yes.
Mr. Cruz?
Yes.
And Mr. Hess?
Yes. Carries. Okay, looking for a motion to approve our final budget for the 26-27 school year. Revenues, the amount of $58,316,807.
And that is without a tax increase, right?
That is
Correct.
correct.
Let's do it in Coney County.
So, I don't know, I mean, you guys would have done this every year, this is the first year for me, but the multi-county district rebalancing happens annually, and it's required by law. There is legislation out there, because I think it is extremely unpopular, and I think there are proposals in the state legislature to do away with it. They have to rebalance it every year, whether you raise taxes or not. So it doesn't create new revenue, it's
It's a balance,
yeah, it equalizes out, but they have to rebalance by law every year.
So there can be a tax increase without being a tax increase.
There's usually winners and losers, regardless, so. But the school district is not, has a zero tax increase built in the budget.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Troop,
Yes.
Mr. Lanning,
Yes.
Mr. Nestle,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Yost,
Yes.
Ms. Phillips,
Yes.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Mrs. Hunsinger,
Yes.
and Mr. Hess.
No, I think there's too much uncertainty in this budget for my budget. We're on transportation. A motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carried. Okay, what about the motion to approve P1 and P13 in one motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries. 14, look for a motion to approve Leslie Sacidi, professional employee, started at 46-7 school year. This will be employed as kindergarten teacher, East Berwick Elementary, bachelor step 7, 55, 637, which we adjusted on ratification new CBA agreement.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Lanning,
Yes.
Mrs. Hunsinger,
Yes.
Mr. Troop,
Yes.
Mr. Nestle,
Is that me?
Yes, you.
I understand.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Yost,
Yes.
Ms. Phillips,
Yes.
and Mr. Hess.
Yes. Okay, P50, looking for approval to hire Carly Howard, temporary professional employee, started the 26-27 school year. She'll be employed as a kindergarten teacher at East Berwick Elementary, step 1, 52, 637, which we adjusted on ratification new CBA agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Yost,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Ms. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Nestle,
Art, that's you?
Mark, you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Mr. Lanning,
Yes.
Mrs. Hunsinger,
Yes.
Mr. Troop,
Yes.
and Mr. Hess.
Yes.
So Carly is with us, so welcome.
Okay, P60, approval to hire Stephanie Parker, a temporary professional employee, effective start 26-7 school year. Ms. Parker will be employed as high school physical education teacher, master's step 1, 54037, which will also be justified based on ratification of the CBA agreement.
So moved.
You got a roll call, please.
Mr. Troop,
Yes.
Mrs. Hunsinger,
Yes.
Mr. Lanning,
Yes.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Mr. Nestle,
Yeah.
Ms. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Yost,
Yes.
and Mr. Hess.
Yes. He said the approval to hire Kylie Cakeson, temporary professional employee, effective start 26-7 school year. Ms. Cakeson will be employed as special education teacher at the middle school, bachelor step 1, 52-637, which will also be adjusted.
Second.
Mr. Nestle,
Yeah.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Ms. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Yost,
Yes.
Mr. Kroop,
Yes.
Mrs. Hunsinger,
Yes.
Mr. Lanning,
Yes.
and Mr. Hess.
Yes. Okay, moving on. Anyone have any old business to bring up? Any new business to bring up? To summarize, we had executive session before this meeting to discuss personnel and contract negotiations. We will retire to another executive session following this meeting for more talk about negotiations. Next board meeting is combined workshop board meeting at July 16th at 6 p.m.
That's a Wednesday.
July 13th.
Thirteenth.
It's 13th.
It's the 13th.
Sorry about that, typo.
It's the 13th.
Yeah, not 16th.
Did you?
I need to put up for that. Well, look for motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please adjourn.